Hello, welcome back to Shadow Empire. Right, I needed to decide whether I was going to build more recycling centers here or build one here simply because it's not like in the greatest position, but build one here simply because that's rare and that means we might get artifacts and other nice things. Now a dirt road to here, which is what we would require to actually build there, is going to cost me 120 points. I don't really want to create a fresh path from the city though, because then that creates some logistical problems later. So I'm probably better off building a road from this point here, like this. And then I can build a recycling center here and maybe even upgrade it.
Yes, sir.
Now, in order for that recycling center to build, of course, we need my brain is melted. We need machines. We need machines. So I'm going to have to produce some machines. I don't have enough rare metal right now, really, to produce a huge amount, as you can see. That's because I constantly sell my rare metal. But anyway, it only requires one machine per turn, so that's all I need to make. The Whirlwind Mark II is finished. So now I can produce some and have them sat there to go out. Guards too, we should set the quality level as well to make sure that units are using those first. In fact, we'll go low reg high. Just because this is better than this. Sadly, it's like the field testing is never going to get done. I'd be tempted to just attack here. I don't know how many raiders are left, but probably not many, since they keep throwing their lives away. I could actually, these guys are just totally out in the open here. Although I don't know how entrenched they are. But I could just hit them. Oof. Wow, that was horrendous. Oh well, I suppose it's a good opportunity to buy more improved units. Except those jeeps, they're garbage. What would you like to discuss? Well, I can't actually do anything without political points, so I'm going to use this. Except I don't have the fate points. A random zone will potentially get a lot of unrest. That could be problematic for us. The life support failure is pretty bad though. And danger is worse than unrest. 37, ouch. Do you know what? I can offset it though. With the calm them down. $39 unrest here. Okay. A lot of this is based on rolls.
Yes, sir.
That was a pretty bad roll. I think that the higher difficulty interferes with the roll system. Well, anyway.
Affirmative.
Let's get them political points.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's give the subsidy to. Fur Spring.
Affirmative.
Let's go with this one. Okay. So I need to redesign my recon at some point. But I should probably make my first artillery. I normally just go cheap and just make lots of it.
Copy that.
We'll have to see how the model comes out. I have a lot of troops that are the old, not very good type that I could enhance by simply replacing them out. Or letting them attrition naturally. I should kill these. Really. They are quite content to kill themselves. Slowly but surely. Nebelstadt. I'm going to upgrade this scavenging center as quickly as I can because the chance for rare artifacts is too much to pass up. They could be anything, and some of them are amazing. There'll be things like, you know, produce 1,000 population per turn for you, cloning machine, power plant that produces like 500 power. You know, if you get the artifact power plant, you basically don't need to worry about building power plants for a very long time, which is huge. I do at some point need to expand my industrial capacity as well, but that requires a lot of metal. It's like 1,500 metal for Industry Mark 1. Without a metal mine, that's going to be very difficult to achieve. They backed away. Okay, sweet, good, I kept my word. 11 machinery has been secured, sweet, that means I don't have to build it. Found a stockpile. 5 machinery secured, sweet. 4 new fate stratagems. Okay, radiation leak. Ooh, ancient archive, that can be very powerful. One turn left. So Ancient Archive actually just unlocks a technology for you, and it could literally be any technology in the game. I once unlocked nukes right at the start, but obviously I didn't have any technology to deliver them. This is my light infantry brigade leader. I'm just going to go with this because it does the least damage to my leaders. Enforcement reaches 61 points. Considering that I am currently retooling towards commerce, this is going to be difficult to achieve. I'd rather take the minor hit.
Affirmative.
Okay, so before I send in the troops to end this protest, it's here. I need to actually set up more troops here. I wouldn't mind resigning these but I don't think you can.
Yes,
Kill them. Okay, good work. Public budget, 15 credits, makes people slightly happier. Worker salary, 5 for now. No sign-up bonus. Can we set regular zone yet? Have we sufficiently dealt with... Yeah, we can incorporate it. There's only 1 point of unrest here.
Aye, aye, sir.
They will pay us 640 credits, and I get to develop my autocracy and improve everyone's happiness.
Copy that.
Great. Sounds good to me. So see that these units have received reinforcements, and they will be of the improved type. Not that I'm looking forward to another attack where I kill one of them and they kill like 8 of me. One thing I need is to actually improve my stockpile of ammunition as well. Let's go with 600. Okay, at the moment my economy is pretty balanced. guess what I really need is artillery. I can actually raise it right on the front line when once I know how to make it. Because I've got solid logistics. I wouldn't mind bringing this second army over here, but in order to do that I would need to start making more machine gunners to hold this line while I go away and deal with this. It's never a wise idea to just leave your border open. I could just take these guys and move down here, and then these guys would just be like, oh look, a hole! Voomf, voomf, voomf. Just start cutting off supplies left, right and centre. One thing I will do is I will strat move this to the front line over here. See if I can start chipping away at these units on the side. Shame these buggies are so unbelievably terrible with their structural design flaws. I've got spies available.
Copy that.
I literally cannot fail now. 57 against a 60 difficulty roll. It would be very, very hard to fail. So you're saying there's a chance. Industrial points and metals are both not great, but they'll have to do. But yeah, if I want to build a proper factory to make proper industrial points, it is 1,500 metal for that. That is a lot of metal. That's more, that is, you know, probably more metal than my entire army is worth. Look at all this open space, Jesus. This is all unaligned area. That's like the worst thing to deal with in this game. Because you have to, you know, build cities and infrastructure and cities and infrastructure. This is why I abandoned that other game that I showed in the first 2 episodes. I mean, once you've gotten started and you have a few cities, building infrastructure is not so painful, but if you only have one city and you have to expand manually to your second city and build it up from scratch and all that kind of stuff, you just don't have the resources to do that. I'd probably be doing much better killing these guys if the freaking leader of this squad didn't keep dying. Oh, look, he backed away. Bloodkeep. Mantletop Empire. There's some funny empire names. We have discovered rocketry. Okay. Let's get the decisions out of the way first. No changes, please. Request Ferris Spring be conquered. What is it with this city that everybody wants it? Is this guy just going to be asking me every turn to do stuff until it's done? Round 39. What's the round now? 32. Yeah, that's literally impossible. Researching radiation filters.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
on that, actually. This is actually not a bad deal. And would grow my commerce factor. Which would actually make it my leading factor.
Copy that.
Right. So these guys fell back to somewhere. Okay, alright. Got our surround on here. Now the question is, do I want to... First thing, I want to set up a policy to persecute them to death.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind the fear. I can deal with that pretty easily. Danger is painful. A life support failure one is pretty harsh. I'm pretty sure Ancient Archive is probably the only thing I actually want right now. Although an extra level of light industry would be huge for me.
Yes, sir.
Upgrading that light industry is actually huge, so that saves me actually building an expensive factory. Man, a population loss like this would be pretty painful. Oh, whatever, let's do it. Hey, that was pretty low. Was it low? No, it wasn't. That was actually higher than an average. But it does allow me to
Yes, sir.
play the teacher card and still have points left for it will improve things in the long term. Ancient Archive. All the knowledge to use sealed roads. Woohoo! I wasn't already researching that, was I? I'm pretty sure I wasn't. That's actually a pretty important technology, although it's an early one, so it's not as valuable as it could have been. It's a basic technology, so honestly it's not like I've saved a lot of time or money or effort there, but if I do develop a logistics problem, that would help me pretty immediately. Supreme Leader Day. Man, that's some fear. Okay, so this asset is finished. Now, can I upgrade my recycling facility? What will it cost me? I don't normally upgrade recycling facilities because they will eventually just eat all the resources by themselves without too much effort. But the opportunity to get some artifacts early shouldn't be underestimated. Plus, it's something I can do with machines.
Yes, sir.
Let's produce some more whirlwinds. And also some more guards. Mark II guards. Huh, game seems to think I would win that one. Especially if I brought the old super infantry along for the fight. Speaking of the super infantry,
Copy that.
put a shadow priest on them as well. $700 GIs, 300 GIs with better EXP or with worse EXP. And an anima priest, just the one.
Copy that.
$2x People's Hero. Wow, these guys have actually been fighting pretty hard and have never received anything. Well, soon I'm going to have access to artillery. Then I can actually produce some artillery and use it to put some hurt on these guys. Move in and take over. So, by the way, how these rares work is this is the amount of resources in the tile. So, oil, rare metal, and metal that's going to come out in whatever ratios the building produces them. They're deducted from this total. Every 800 resources that get scavenged, you will get one artifact according to this. But the ratios are different depending on how much rare material is in the area. These guys are actually not in good supply. I've just noticed. That's okay, I don't actually need to move them from where they are. There's stress, supply stress here. Nothing too serious. But having unlocked sealed road technology, I can actually improve that. The only thing is it costs a lot of metal. And industrial points. So I'm not going to bother with that right now, but it's something that I could do. Okay. Okay. This game's actually not as complicated as it's made out to be. Like, once you understand it, you don't actually have a lot to think about each turn, really. It would be nice if I could actually take this little piece of land here. It would just be neat and tidy. Neat and tidy. It would please me. One thing is, the victory points is based on the amount of land you control and the amount of population you have. So these cards that hit at population, they do actually hit at your score. And a regime wins if it's like more than 25 points higher than any other regime. I'm in no position right now to actually do much to expand my situation. Wow, you guys attacked that? You crazy. Galactic Republic troops on the defensive. That's gonna be brutal. I didn't see how much damage they took because it went by too fast. But I'm gonna presume that it was a lot. Oh, it was a lot. Oh, it was a lot. Ooh, 1,300 men, 20 motorized and 20 tanks. Absolutely destroyed. Hey, light tank is unlocked. Sweet. That is what you normally use to push. Wow, these guys just got manhandled. Now would be the time to strike after that. Yeah, so that used up like 200 resources. Okay, well, that's it for now. We've got decisions to make and so on, but I think I can just attack now. Because these guys here, they have 2 units that are fully entrenched. And they will be problematic to deal with. But their other 3 units are both, like, their morale, readiness, and entrenchment were totally ruined by that suicidal attack. I mean, of all the units to hit, to give... So when you attack, you're basically giving 2 free turns to be shot at. To be shot at for 2 free turns by 700 Galactic Republic grade infantry is gonna hurt. Especially when your armor is, you know, basic grade armor. So that was not good. That was not good for them. That was very a very unhealthy thing to do. That move did not spark joy. At least not for them. So I have the opportunity here to just push in and take this. Secure the area. And then decide what I'm doing next. Which will probably be attack Pharaoh Spring. However, I would really want to ideally upgrade my truck stops to level 2 and start building sealed roads in all 3 of these towns before I consider pushing any further in any direction, because I will start to create a supply chain problem, because there'll just be too much going on in too many directions and I won't be able to supply it properly. Don't want to be greedy and end up really horribly overextended. So those are thoughts in my head right now. But this city is actually pretty happy. And it will get happier once the danger and the unrest drops off again. Obviously it went up due to the fate cards that I used. And this is starting to grow as well, in terms of happiness, as the fear comes down. This cultural adaptation will happen soon, slowly over time. Once the people are happy for long enough, which they will be. So yeah, there's a lot of consolidation I really need to do, but in order to do it, I need to expand the amount of industrial points I'm generating. And in order to do that, I need more metal. So it's going to be a world of scavenging, and hopefully with enough scavenging buildings, then it's going to be building an actual factory. 1,500 metal for a factory is a lot of metal to find. But at least, you know, when this Mark II recycling is done, we're going to get some good resources out of that for sure. I think the next one I should build would be here. There's population and workers available. Okay. Considering the difficulty level and everything though, I think we're in a great position. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.